And so the last of the pals that are speaking, happy to bring up Mr. Gonzalez, James Gonzalez.
I think a smart thing to do when you look up to somebody is try to impress them. A couple decades ago, I became a police officer in San Jose, and I realized there were no other openly gay male police officers in the force, and at some point I decided that I wanted to come out. I found BAYMEC and I found Wiggsy, and I thought that was going to be impressive to her. For the first 10 years of my career, being a police officer was impressive to people, and I started to tell her, Wiggsy, I'm a police officer and I'm gay. She goes, yeah, I have one of those at home. I did it, nobody told me. Needless to say, instrumental in that process. It's been quite a journey. At times, there still are not a lot of out gay male police officers in the force. But I got involved. I got involved in our police union and in some very, very rewarding work, and I loved fighting for our working men and women. And I went to Wiggsy. I said, Wiggsy, I've got elected to the union. I'm the youngest person ever to be elected, and I think I want to run for leadership, and it's going to be scary. And she goes, yeah, I did that. I was a union president. Oh, okay. Needless to say, most of my Wiggsy time has been through BAYMEC. I'm still on the board. She's been on the board for 35 years, since it was started. All the other things that she's done, she's on every board and every committee, and in every place there's a marginalized person, she's out there looking for them. But in BAYMEC, she's never left. And I was BAYMEC president for a number of years. And anyone who thinks that you're totally president has probably not been president. Wiggsy's a counselor by trade, and again, I hadn't been to her office for a number of years knowing her, and I went there one time, and I sat in this couch that sort of slinks back, and she's got this big chair that sort of overlooks you, and I go, I know this feeling, only usually it's on the phone. And so this is the physical embodiment of that. Wiggsy has a lot of pets at home. She has a pet otter. And she'll often read the newspaper or watch the news, and then she'll give you a call and say, hey, we ought to do this, we ought to do that. And it's generally, it's many times for another community. One of the things she taught me early on is that we're in this together. And that if you're going to be leading this organization, then you are going to work with other marginalized communities. I look back at all the lessons in life, all the things that I've been blessed with, and without a doubt, where I am today is largely because of you. And I will always know that one of the biggest blessings in my life will always be knowing you and having you there, looking after me, looking after us. Thank you, Wiggsy. Thank you.